Hey everybody, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's me, Adam22, solo today. Let's get right into these stories. So my man AD was not available to be here today, but we do have a whole bunch of stories for you guys, so let's get right into it. YFN Lucci is being accused of being the driver in a gang-related drive-by shooting that left one man dead and another wounded, according to authorities. Last week, news broke that YFN Lucci was wanted for multiple charges, including felony murder for the fatal shooting of a 28-year-old James Adams, a member of YFN's crew. The shooting in question took place on December 10th, 2020 in Atlanta. Police said that they responded to a call claiming that a person fired on the block, leaving Adams on the street. Police said that James was taken to Grady Hospital where he died. The 911 call was obtained by TMZ, who shared the audio on Thursday morning. The witnesses stated that the victim was hanging out of a moving white SUV before being thrown out with a gunshot wound to the head. Cops say that on the night of the shooting, YFN Lucci and his crew had been driving around a part of Atlanta dominated by a rival gang. The SUV entered an oncoming lane of traffic and stopped on the left shoulder, allowing Adams and the front passenger of the vehicle, Rayvon Boyd, to fire multiple gunshots from assault rifle style firearms at people in the rival gang territory. After reports circulated that he was wanted by the authorities, YFN Lucci shared a new music video for his single Rolled On featuring Mozzie, and then reportedly turned himself in to the police. Lucci's first court hearing took place on Thursday, where he was denied bond and remains in police custody. His girlfriend, Reginae Carter, later offered a brief update from Lucci to her Instagram story, writing, "Hey guys, Ray wants y'all to know that he's in good spirits and doing well. Thanks for all the prayers and well wishes. He will be home soon." Despite their differences, Young Thug seemingly responded to the news with a short video. "I don't want to see no in jail, hashtag free all." Although he does not name Lucci in the video, many of his fans believe that he is referring to his op's current situation. So I've seen a bunch of hip-hop commentators having stuff to say about this, and the main thing that people seem to be being critical about is the fact that apparently after this guy was shot in the head, he was sort of dumped out of the vehicle so that they can make a clean getaway, which I see a lot of people passing judgment on this. I think that in these sort of situations, it's always kind of a mistake to just assume that we know everything about the situation in advance. Did they actually dump their homie's body out of a moving vehicle after sort of going to this area to have a shootout? It seems kind of presumptuous to assume that it went down that exact way. We don't exactly know every last detail at this point, but the one thing that really stands out to me is, wow, YFN Lucci, you're way too rich, you're way too famous, you should not be putting yourself in these situations. It just seems like a really crazy, irresponsible thing to do, and it's a shame that he might end up going to prison for basically being the driver in a situation where a couple of his homies got killed. YFN Lucci, man, if you do got problems with people, there's got to be somebody who can handle this on your behalf, right? All right, last story. Griselda had a powerful 2020 thanks to projects like Westside Gunn's Pray for Paris and Benny the Butcher's Burden of Proof. The group brought that momentum with them starting the new year, premiering their debut feature film, Conflicted, this past weekend. However, fans noticed that Conway The Machine was nowhere to be found in the film or soundtrack. Now, after a few responses from The Machine, some fans believe that he is leaving Griselda after his next album. Over the weekend, Conway took some time to respond to fans' questions, inciting more speculation into rumors of his current status as a member of Griselda. When one fan pointed out that there was no mention of the rapper in the group's new movie, Conway replied, "I can't act." Another supporter asked the same question. He replied, "What movie?" adding the Debo gif from the movie Friday. Then he followed up with a second tweet writing, "Tired of being silent. Them dudes not as real as me. That's why I'm me. Fuck them." When a follower pleaded for the group to fix the crew's apparent tension, the rapper clapped back with a gif of James Harden crying. Responding to more fans asking if he had left Griselda Records, he replied, "No, I still have one album left." This is pretty crazy. Honestly, I've been trying to get around to watching the Griselda movie. I would like to take that in. Hopefully early this week I can get through that. As far as Conway leaving, like, wow, what a horrible circumstance. Like, you're just so used to seeing so many talented rap crews joining together, that they've been together in the streets for so long, they come together, and then to see them not even be able to make it a couple years into their trajectory as a hip-hop crew, it's a real shame. You know, I would have liked to see Griselda maintain like the way the Migos did. You know, I know the Migos are like literal brothers, so they have a special kind of bond, but it just really sucks seeing this stuff happen over and over and over. I would love to see the Griselda legacy stay together and stay tough for 10, 20 years. I think that is really what would cement them in the history books. I'm afraid that if they all go their separate ways, that it's just not going to really have the same magic that it seems like it has. At least, I guess you could say that they've been quiet about this, that we don't really know that much about it. The whole rumors about them breaking up has very much been this sort of whispered thing, and it's like now we can finally sort of see it coming together. It's unfortunate. I would like to know more about it, but at the same time, I mean, I think for Griselda to be Griselda, we want them to be strong, to be tough, to be silent. They don't speak on each other's business. I really wish that there was something that could happen that would be able to keep them in each other's good graces, especially because I know, having spent enough time paying attention to hip-hop, if a group breaks up when they're young and hot, not that these guys are all that young, they're all like in their 30s, but if a group breaks up when they're young and hot, they will always get back together down the road a little once they realize that they can get $100,000 for a fucking performance at a festival, whatever. So, you know, look forward to seeing Griselda in Dusseldorf together in 2025. But I hope these guys can work it out, because it would be the best thing for hip-hop as a whole. All right, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and after you're done that, go to TikTok, type in Adam22, and follow me at Adam22 on TikTok. Appreciate y'all.